He said, you could pick whatever you want right here. I said, bet. We boxing. Like what is you saying? Like we really finna box. Like he don't open up a boxing stance. He go like this. And I'm trying to figure out, like, wait, no, hold on. Are you kicking? Are you kicking? Now, I tried to ask, I've told you this. I tried to ask him, the bell rang. We live. It rang. But I'm trying to stop because I did this and I'm trying to understand, like, what are we doing? Like, okay, wait, he said, pick whatever. The bell rang.
He did say pick whatever you want.
I broke stance and I said, are you kidding? And before I could even do it, I look like I'm a little teacup.
I had to let go of my pride. Push that aside as I focus less on
I got to do like real actual training with somebody. And they made us like actually fight. They made us actually spar against people. And so I lost. I didn't win. I lost. When I sparred,
you were sparring against real professionals.
It doesn't matter. I still lost.
No, but I'm saying for context.
Yeah,
because a lot of people were trying. Oh no, you lost. You can't fight. No.
I lost.
I was fighting against actual professionals.
So, I lost.
He kicked me in my stomach and made my intestines shake. Okay, he's crazy.
He jumped the story. Okay, yes, I lost. Okay, but these were real fighters. And I was like, okay, I really want to get into martial arts and I really want to understand, like, if we was in a situation where we were living in a really bad area. Like, it was a bad area. I don't know how else to put it. People didn't like us. I knew they didn't like us. They knew they didn't like us. So instead of me relying on like a weapon or a gun or anything or a pocket knife, because I didn't want to go to jail for shanking somebody or, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to put you out before you could even reach for something, grab anything. I wanted to be able to put you out. Or if you did square off against me, I wanted to be able to put you out. Or if we went to it, if I didn't put you out, I effed you all the way up. Like there was no like, oh, you know, like, oh yeah, I got the best. No. There was no, you got the best of me. I was putting hands on you the whole time, period. Okay. So I'm at this boxing gym. We had this neighbor, and I've told the story multiple times. I'm learning. I've only been interested in boxing, right? So I've only learned how to use my hands, right? And it's just simple stuff that I learned. It was from my dad. Like my dad showed me like basic combinations, you know, like 1-1-2s. Make sure that you replace, keep your hand up. Don't spend most of your time trying to weave and weave. All you gotta do is just baby slips. So if you throw it straight, make sure that when you throw it straight, bring your hand up, come down, make sure that this arm comes up and protects, right? Turn that wrist a little bit, but bring your head down so that if they do throw a punch, it goes past you. That the only thing you gotta do is make sure that this is not in the same spot where you threw that punch at. That's it. That was like the main keys that my dad always made it. So when I went through like high school and all that type of stuff, I would play fight with people. And when we play fought, everybody play fought the same way. Everybody had the same like core foundation to play fighting. So no, to answer T's question, Trey, have you ever been in a fight? No, I never had to fight. Everybody already knew that I had hands. Nobody ever tested me or wanted to because everybody knew I had hands. The only people that ever tried to do anything was just all bark, no bite, right? It was all bark, no bite. Everybody knew I had hands. So nobody really ever like tried to, because I play fought with everybody. Like literally, I play fought with everybody. And most of the time, either we went to a draw or I just won. Like it was clear as day, like I just won. So I didn't do any professional boxing or anything like that. But I've been so infatuated with the sport that I always just had good technique. So from blocking, countering, keeping my distancing, keeping my feet moving my head around. Like you try to lunge in, I'll act like I'm gonna pick you up, but then I'll back up off you and push you off me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna do that to you. Like we just what's the name? Like I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. Like, so I'm at this boxing gym. Now I'm thinking I'm doing something. I'm like, man, my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I go to this boxing gym. We in there, right? Everybody in there throwing punches. All you smell is sweat. Ranked fighters and a whole bunch of like just like estrogen and testosterone. It's all in the air. As soon as you walk in, you could just feel this energy of at any point in time I could end up unconscious. And it's a thrill. I can't explain it to you, but it's kind of thrilling. Like it's an
adrenaline rush.
It's adrenaline. Yeah, it's like it's okay like a rush. Okay, so you walk in. you finally meet the sensei. They had a he was the sensei, the master, right? But they're not. This is not a boxing gym. I'm sorry. This is an MMA gym where they do boxing at, but this is an MMA gym. Okay, so he's a sensei, right? So I'm like, okay, so there's a sensei in there. There's the master. I guess master sensei or master, however you want to call him, but they was calling him sensei. So he's like, now mind you, ain't nobody got on socks or shoes. Everybody feet out. So I'm seeing some scary looking feet. It's crazy. Like I was more scared I was like, yo, Laban, are we kicking? He was like, yeah, this is an MMA gym. They feet could meet my face. He was like, yeah. These feet in here, like those feet, right? Those over there, that could hit me in the face. Like we not like.
There's no headgear.
Just pretend, like
you're not gonna like act like you gonna get there and then just like pull it back.
So like it could be like, like, or maybe they straight kick me and then they
No, that's disgusting, bro.
That's a fear. That's a fear for me,
bro.
That's a fear for me.
I mean, I respect why.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect it. Yeah,
like,
I respect it.
For real. Look, all right, somebody do a spin roundhouse, right? Somebody do a spin roundhouse. And you don't see it coming. Right? You don't see it coming. All you see it, you feel it, and the foot coming is just like, like, come on, bat. That's a fear.
He kicked your jaw off your face.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fear, okay? That's a fear. All right, so look. So in the gym, like everybody, like they warming up. I see people like kicking.
Is there music playing?
No. So I see people.
No, I mean like in the gym. Like, was there any music playing?
Yeah.
Was there any music playing?
So there's music. So there's music bumping, right? There's music going. And I see people doing stuff like this, right? Now, mind you, it's different when you fight boxing. Mostly boxing, when you see boxing, like most people, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more here, right? It's down here. Okay, these guys up here. So a lot of them is doing this, like baiting. I've never seen this before. Not in person. I've never seen this before. So they're doing this, like that. And I see them kicking each other in the shin. Just tap, 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 tap.
No guard on
no guard. No guard. They just kicking each other in the shin. Just like on the side, not directly in the shin,
like
but on the side.
On that
right,
side.
Like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that where the meat is.
Yeah, and you're supposed to check it. So you're supposed to check it.
How you check
You know
it?
what a check is, right?
How you check it?
Okay, so hold on.
You gotta check that?
So like boxing a lot different. So when you boxing, a lot of times, you know, it's wide stance. You know, we did do a little bit of boxing that day, but we didn't do a lot of it because they was trying to get people to know how to box. Because most MMA fighters, they only do like judo, jujitsu, karate, taekwondo. Yeah, some martial arts. Yeah. So like when we did the boxing segment, he's telling the main thing they kept doing. They kept saying, "Hey, stop dropping your arm down. Don't drop your arm."
This your strong suit.
Yeah, no, this is my weak suit. I didn't know I was weak at this. So they was
I'm saying like boxing as a whole.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Okay. So they tell me, they say, hey, that was like, hey, listen, don't drop your arm. Okay, don't drop your arm. Keep your arm up. So I'm like, okay, well let me see. So I'm like, we doing it. Now when I walk in the gym, the first thing I see is dudes doing this. They're fighting this way. Okay, their hands is up here. I've never seen this before. Not in person. I've seen it in like the what's name, but this is more like Muay Thai, right? So they're mainly focused on Muay Thai. So their hands up, doing this, and all I see is dead. And so checking, he's telling him, check. So he's leg checking. So when you leg check, when you kick somebody, you're supposed to check.
Oh.
That's a check, right? Okay. So you check, okay? Check. That's a check. That's all it is. It's just a check. Your back leg is already back, so you only have to worry about this one, right? So you just, you know, this is a big, just check, bow, check. You try kicking this one, bow, check. So you're gonna kick with your left leg. You're gonna kick right here, right? So kick with your left leg, bow, that's a check. Throw left again. That's an easy, simple. So you just check. You just bring your leg up and you check, right?
Okay.
So the reason why you don't leave your leg down, because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So you get hit, and now you get hit in this leg. Okay,
you get wobbles.
That's why you got it. That's why you got to check. So when they kick you, that's why you see when in MMA, when they kick, you'll see them go like this and check the kick. Okay. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I told him like, hey, look, I'm not ready for that. We're not doing that today, right? He was like, oh no, we definitely doing that today. I was like, okay. My legs started hurting. I didn't even got kicked yet. I was instantly. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, okay. So we get over there. Now, this the day I went by myself. I didn't take Pierce with me that day. It was just me. It was me by myself that day.
Pierce with you?
Yeah, remember I took Pierce with me? Remember that?
I don't remember that.
So
I remember you and Laban going. I don't ever remember Pierce being a part of this.
I took Pierce with me.
Okay.
So we in there. And so like they gave us some time. He was just like, hey, we just want you to worry about. Nobody was on bags or nothing. Everybody was just in the middle, just working out. Just doing their thing. And you saw people like I said, kicking each other, sparring. And then you saw other people like doing boxing, like they was actually working on boxing. And they didn't have no shoes on. So I'm like, why are y'all boxing without no shoes on? Like that's unnecessary. That's not even a part of the sport. You never seen it in fight night. But it was like, all right, cool. So I see them, and the dude kept saying, raise your arm up. Like the person.
Drop your arm.
They just kept dropping their arm. So he'd throw, he was like, sir. And he would leave his arm there. And so over time, he getting mad. He like, hey, pick your arm up. So they still going. He's like, all right. And it looked like a young dude. Like he kind of hard headed, but he got a good head on his shoulders. So he's showing him. He's just like he's calling out numbers. He's like 1-1. So 1-1 just means you just give it just a jab, just two, just. Okay. So now he said 1-1, and when he called 2, he wants you to throw like fully throw, cross, but protect. So he did it. He was like, he called it, bow, did this. And as soon as he did, his arm was down, and he hit him. He just hit him.
Like slapped him?
He just hit him. He had on mitts.
Oh.
He just hit him. He was just like, as soon as he did it, and no, I'm not talking about no baby hit. I'm saying he was just like, bow. Now, mind you, you stuck like this.
Yep. I know that pain. And I got hit too.
You get hit.
Yeah, you hit me.
Who?
You.
Look, you get hit. Stop talking about that. You get hit the opposite direction.
Yes, knock you off balance.
He was like, bow.
I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like, bro. I got hit too. When I was boxing and I was training with him, he hit me too. Yes, I know exactly what that feels like. You get knocked all off balance. You don't know what just happened. You stunned. Now you're trying to process, did I really just get hit? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Don't listen to him. So
he hit me, bro.
So we sit. So I'm like, whoa. I'm like, wait. Am I gonna get that first day? Because how long? I was just asking, like, you know me. Like I start asking intuitive questions.
He get nervous. He start asking questions, bro.
I asked like, how long he been in here? Oh yeah, he been in here for like he actually knew he been in here for about 6-7 months. And I thought to myself, I was like, no, that's good. So that was probably like his first time ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Getting that right there.
But that's new.
Yeah, but 6 months, I got a minute. I'm hard headed too, but I'm not that hard headed. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, Laban walked me over. They had this little locker room area. He said, all right, so take the locker. It's going, you just open it, pop it open, stuff like that. Put your stuff in there. Nobody gonna steal your stuff because they know better. We got cameras and stuff all up in here. He was like, but just don't be getting naked because your meat gonna be on camera. I said, what? Okay, I'm not gonna get naked. I don't need to do all that. So I take my stuff off. Wow, I take it off.
Are you nervous?
Is the sky blue? Okay.
On a bright day.
Okay. So I'm like, all right, I get in there, I put this stuff down. And for some reason, I just thought to myself, I was like, why I ain't prayed yet? So I started praying. And I was just like, Lord, please don't let me get knocked out my first day. That's all that was just my only thing. And please don't let somebody's foot end up in my mouth. That's all I ask. I don't care if it's the side of the foot, the chin of the foot. I don't care what it is. Just, Lord, please don't let it end up anywhere by my mouth. That's all I ask.
Okay.
Okay. So we get in there. The sensei, now I'm starting to, I'm like, you kind of nervous though. Cause it's like a dog-eat-dog world in there, but it's not. You creating this out of nowhere. It's not. It doesn't exist.
It's respectful.
Right, but you're creating
in
this.
your head, they gonna kill me.
Okay,
so I gotta assert my dominance. I gotta
Right.
look good so I can set tone.
So I'm walking around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't throwing a punch or nothing yet. I'm just peeping out everybody, making it seem like I'm a 2-time world champion. I see what you got going on. Hey, man, make sure you weave right there so you can, because that's what be working for me. I'm thinking to myself, like, at some point, I gotta throw a punch at some point. Like, I'm here to work out, but I don't want to throw a punch no time soon. So all I did was I started looking at other people and I see what they're doing. I saw this drill is called the big step. So the big step is in MMA when they're bouncing on the front foot, they'll big step. They'll have a towel like this that goes this way. And so you'll step and that. Right. And that's to keep your hands.
Did this with me too, by the way.
In the same spot, right? So you big step backwards. The towel makes sure that you never overextend too far out of your stance, right? So I'm like, okay. So I see the person big stepping. And I see him over there. So I didn't do it in the MMA stance because I'm like, that's just weird. That's weird to me. So I'm like, let me just go into my boxing stance. I'm here. So I try to big step here. And I did like this and I turn. And then I hear somebody tell me, your feet too wide. No, I'm petty. You know me, I'm petty. This too narrow? Now the sensei finally come out. I felt like I was saved by the bell. I still ain't had to show nothing yet. They didn't just see this newcomer come in. Now you know you knew. They know you knew. They know who there. Like, it's intimate. I see everybody talking and, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if it's an intimacy knowing that I put hands on you. I punched you in your eye. Like, that's the black eye you got last week. That was from me. That mean we family. Like, that's a deep relationship. Okay. So now the sensei come out and like he's like, all right. He's like,
does he have aura?
Or like he was a champion, like all his belts was on the wall and all type of stuff. Like he had a shrine and everything. Like he had posters of him fighting, he had all of that. Like he was really one of them ones, right? So he was doing the sport before it became what it is now. Before UFC.
Tall guy, short guy.
No, he wasn't that tall. Like maybe like 5'10", 5'11", something like right there.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
okay.
solid.
So this was before like UFC became what it is. Like right now we at UFC like 10,000.
Yeah.
He was at there in UFC BC 1. You know what I'm saying?
UFC fans, he means no disrespect
He was
at all. Please do not go to his social medias, send death threats or none of that. It's just a joke.
He was out there. Jesus and the disciples was walking by.
Jesus and his disciples walking by like little animals in Tekken, bruh.
He was training. Jesus and the disciples was walking by, be like, "Hey man, he gonna be some one day. Lord, just keep your eye on him. Why? He gonna be something.
Yahweh,
he gonna be something." Okay. So I'm sitting back. I'm sitting there. I'm listening to the sensei, and he starts describing everything we finna do for the day. Now everybody was on, they kind of like got on their knee like that, like in that little stance, like where you kind of like, you know, like you kind of sit. No, not bow. It's just like.
No, I'm saying like, did y'all like before, like when he came in or any of that?
Yeah. Like it was like, like the hey sensei, like this. Yeah, okay. So everybody like this, and they, people just relaxing. They got their hands like this.
Yeah.
So like everybody's sitting there down, and we all listen to him. And I'm not used to sitting like this. So I like it's uncomfortable for me. So I was just like, I sat there for a little bit and I looked at Laban. I was like, yo, can I sit down? Like, it's like, uncomfortable. He was like, yeah, So I sat down and then I saw him make eye contact with me when I sat down like that. And I just, like, like when you feel that a weird vibe, like he gonna pick on me. I know he gonna pick on me. He know I'm new.
I just singled myself out.
Yep.
He know I'm new.
I'm sitting there, he starts breaking down, and he says, all right, let's warm up. I'm thinking warm up, so I pop up, I get up. He said, let's warm up. We start doing this thing called frog jumps. So no, you know what this is. So frog jumps is when you down here like this and you just jumping, bow, bow. We did that for like 5 minutes straight.
5 minutes?
I was the only Negro in there farting the whole time. Like, I had never done that before. I thought, okay, it's a warm up. Like, we supposed to be like, you know, like, I'm thinking we gonna be doing like, No, none of that. Push-ups. So we do, they guys doing push-ups. Bow, bow, bow. Uh-oh. I got to 5. I was cooked. I see dude over there, he had like 70.
Strong?
Strong, still going, just bow. And I'm talking about good form. Just bow, 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 bow. He walked over to me and he was standing over me. Now I'm catching, I'm over here just like, I look up. He was like, push up. He was like, put your knees on the ground. Like, thank you. I get up, my arms burning, all this burning, legs burning. He was like, he said, grab some weights. He was like, grab some 5 pounds. And he had enough for everybody. Mind you, it's like 30 or 40 people in there. He had enough 5 pounds to 10 pounds. He told certain heavyweights, grab the 15s. Middleweights, grab the 10s. Lightweights, grab the 10s. I put myself in the lightweight class because, you know, I mean, I'm light in what I know. So clearly I'm gonna be, so I pick up the lightweights and I see what he's doing. So he's going, now mind you, he has the weight in his hand too, but he got like 15 pounds in his hand. The sensei. We're following him. All we doing is what he doing. So he's like, he's calling him out. He's like, jab, straight, jab, jab. If you did not tuck your arm like this, if you didn't tuck and get out the way, he would make us keep repeating it. Just jab, jab, jab. All of us just looking at him. He right there in front of us, all of us looking at him. So then we did like 200 each arm of jab and straights with 10 pounds in our hands, just dumbbells, just doing this, whoosh. And then he's telling you to hold it. This is my first day. That's like me telling somebody, hop on car. I want you to do 100 slide cancels. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. And you better hit the target too. So we going. He said jab. He said bow, 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 bow. He's like, hold it. I said, oh, all of this. No, listen to me. All this. This is the warm up. Y'all not hearing me. We not even done. Now we get into uppercuts and hooks. And then we have to do body movement. So then we doing hooks now. Now we doing hooks. He said, if we throw a hook, don't overextend. Meaning, if your body turn like this,
Johnny boy,
it's too far.
welcome to the fam.
He's too far, okay? So he said, when you throw a hook, I need you to turn this hip. Just turn your hip. Bow, and right here, leave it right there, okay? Come back, bring that arm back. That's it. That's all he kept doing. We have 10 pounds. You can't drop your arms. He don't like that. Don't drop your arms down. Keep them up the whole time. Jay, my arms are burnt like I can't. It's my first day. So I'm up. This was the weakest hook I've ever, I was just like, I was trying to crutch my body
Yep.
with the hook,
To
like
compensate.
just like
To compensate for the hook.
like, bro,
It
like,
was like you carried a purse.
I said, man, look, I'm gonna keep reminding you, this is just the warm up. We ain't even gotten to the real workout yet. The warm up took us about an hour. It took an hour to get through the warm up. So we get through the hooks. I had to put the weight down. I couldn't hold it no more. So now I'm just doing it without the weights. It felt like it got worse. I don't know if it was just me. So like he's like, throw the hooks. So now he started doing uppercuts. And when I say uppercuts, I'm not talking about like where you just sit there and you watch people just go like this. No. He wants you to fully turn your body every time. So when you throw an uppercut, bow, you gotta turn. I'm talking about completely. All of this gotta turn. Bow, and don't let your arm go. This is not Mortal Kombat where you go all the way like this. It ain't that. It's gotta have form to it. Okay, so the right arm, you go for an uppercut. He's just going bow, just right there. Just bow right here. Bow right here. Don't come down here. Don't pull back here. Just leave your arm here. Bow. That's it. Just bow. That's it. Okay. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We did those like 200 times. Jay, my arms hurting. My sides hurting. This hurts. My butt hurts. Everything hurts. So I'm like, oh, he finally says, last one. I said, last what? We put the weights down. We get on the ground. Now, if you know what a jackknife is, okay, do y'all know what a jackknife is? It's where you lay flat on your back. You're gonna contort your body. Your arms are out like this. You're gonna bring your knees to your chest, and then you're gonna bring your body bow, just like that. We did that like 100 times. Jay, this is my first day here. I've been out of high school for at least 2 years now. Like I'm not there no more. I'm not.
All conditioning is nowhere close to being existent.
Not even there. Like I'm working at Domino's now. I'm eating pizza every day. Like I'm doughy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. We do the 100 jackknives. I probably did like 30 of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. The rest of it, I don't know what my body was doing. Sometimes my knees came up. Sometimes this just came up. I don't know what I was doing at this point. One time I cheated the whole thing. I was just like. So we finally get to the workout, the real workout. He partnered everybody up. Now he got sections. He got sections. He got people on power bag, people on speed bag, people in the ring, and he got people on the outsides. And those guys are like working on like real like judo. Like those dudes they're working on like grabbing, slam, like wrestling. They doing like full on like grabbing, slamming and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's not me. I'm not going over there. I was like, Laban, can we start over here? He was like, yeah, come on. We go to the power bag. This is just me being honest. I didn't know that there were different power bags. So there are bags made out of different things. Some bags are made out of sand. Some bags are made out of these little like beads, like, you know, like turf beads. They're kind of like made out of beads. They're not made out of sand. And then there are like super tough bags that's built for like, no, like Deontay Wilder bags. Like you gotta be a strong mofo. You will break your hand hitting this bag. Like that bag is not for you. You don't belong over here with this bag. You go over there with that bag where you can actually hit it and put a dent in the bag.
And it'll move.
These bags you can't put no dent in unless you
Really?
George Foreman. Like you hit it and I'm telling you, it feels like it just broke your whole arm. So we go to a bag and he wanted to see how, you know, I hit the bag and the bag hit me.
What'd you hit?
I just hit the bag and the bag hit me. It rippled through my arm and I was just like, oh, oh, he was like, nah, you're not ready for this one yet. You think?
Did he laugh?
Yeah, he laughed. I knew. You know he picking on me, bro. What's it called when you mess with people? No, like, yeah, hazing me. I'm like, all right, we go to the light bag. So I didn't even punch this time. This time I pushed it. So, but I'm so weak, I was just like, pushed it and it moved, and I was like, all right, I could work with this one.
Okay.
So he started throwing combinations. He started calling stuff out. He said, when I say 1, that means jab. When I say 2, that means straight. If I say 3, that means hook. If I say 4, that means uppercut. I said, okay, cool. Now, he said jab straight. He said jab straight, bow, throw a jab straight. He said, pick your arm up. Which one? He said both. Jab, he said 1, 2. I said, bow, bow, bow. He said, pick your arm up. Now, I asked him earlier, the dude that you said, how long he been here? You said 6 months. I'm thinking I'm gonna get the same treatment, the same niceness, same kindness, same mercy he got before 6 months. He said 1, 2. I said, bow, bow. I didn't pick my arm up. He hit me. I almost flew into somebody else's drill. I started acting like I was in it. When he hit me, I was like,
with the pad?
He hit me with his glove. We got gloves on. We both got gloves, no pads. Okay. He got on gloves, I got on gloves.
Okay.
His gloves weigh more than mine's, but we have on gloves. So he hit me. He said, I said, bow, bow. I didn't pick my arm up. He hit me. I was stuck like this. I had not transitioned back to being in normal stance yet. I'm not even ready. Yeah, I'm not ready. He hit me. I said, bow. When he hit me, bow. I was in somebody else's drill. I was like,
Oh, man.
oh, shoot. I started checking. I seen it.
I started checking.
And they wasn't.
Instantly.
Look.
I just went to the first thing I knew. Just check him, bro. Just check him. Just check him, bro. Just check.
They wasn't even kicking. That's the good way. They was over there big stepping, just doing this, just going like that. Like this. I was in front of him like, I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, Ray, what's up, baby? Charlotte,
Ray,
what's up?
good?
What's good? So I'm in there. I come back and I get back into the drill, but he hit me, and it kind of like it's the ones that you don't see that hurt the most. Like it kind of shook my brain a little bit. Like I know he don't think he hit me hard, but you ever like you playing with a little sibling and you don't think you did something, and they go flying. He like, stop all that flow. Like, no, you strong. So he hit me, and he hit me right here. So it kind of like shook me a little bit. So I'm like, he was calling out numbers. I was hearing him backwards. I'm like, he said 1, I threw out 2. He said 3, I threw out 4. He got ready to hit me again. I snapped right as soon as I saw. We starting to get through it, but he start upping the drill up, right?
Like speak?
Yeah, he start upping the drill up. So now he start calling out double numbers. He's calling it all like 1, 2, 1, 2. He's like, wow, 1, 2, 3. He's like 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. I'm like, all right, go on. I'm like, man. Now I'm starting to feel myself.
I was about to say, you in rhythm.
I see this look in his face, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just throwing him bow, 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 bow. He said 2. I said bow. I didn't pick my arm up again. I was back in front of that drill again. This time I knew what they was doing, so I was like, I'm like, okay, I gotta keep this hand up because he's gonna keep hitting me. And I asked him, I was like, you told me the dude was 6 months. He was like, where we live at, you ain't got 6 months. I said, dang, he got me. He got me because that brother sure wasn't white. Hit me, sure wasn't black. I was a white man over there. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
He got me. Okay. So we done with this drill. So you hear this whistle go beep. They don't want you doing something for too long. They want you to keep moving. So now he says, hey, jump in the ring. So we hopping in the ring. We still got gloves on. So this time he says, we're not doing boxing. So come out that stance. I'm gonna teach you how to actually get into MMA stance. Muay Thai. I said, okay, cool. I never done Muay Thai before. So he's like, hey, listen, it's not one of the things you just listen to me while I'm talking. That's what I said. any other circumstance, I'd be like, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't know who you think you're talking to. Watch your freaking mouth. You know what I'm about. But then I remembered where I was and who he was. So I'm like, okay, I can't really, what I'm gonna do? Check him? Can't check him. So in the ring, he says, all right, listen, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a towel, put a towel in your hands. You're gonna keep your hands here the whole entire time, right? When I say step, it's called big step. You're gonna step this way, okay? Now I want you to put your pressure on your front leg like this. Stay here, keep your hands up, don't drop your hands. I said, okay, cool. He said, big step, step here, bow. And every time you step, make sure you're on the balls of your feet. I said, okay, cool, that's easy. Now, he said, now stop leaning forward because you're doing this. You're trying to be a boxer. He's saying lean back completely. Like he said, you ever play Tekken? You ever seen Bruce before? I said, yeah. You notice how he sits back? That's so that if he needs to, he can throw a kick like this forward. I said, okay, cool. I said, bet.
I like what you're doing.
Right,
I
so
like
I'm
what
like,
you're doing.
okay, so I'm starting to get it. Got my hand up. He said, don't have your hands back like this. You're not boxing. Have your hands forward like this, right? So I'm like, okay. So he was like, now we're gonna do this for a little bit until you get it down. So we did it. We were just walking through it. We just going bow, right? Going bow, bow. Okay, we get through that drill. Then all of a sudden I hear the bell go off again. So this time we move over to a sparring section. And it was this happiness. You know how like you're trying to introduce somebody new into something and you want to show them how good you are at it and how high they have to climb. It's just a thing to us as humans, we have joy doing. Let's just be honest. Okay. So we go to the sparring session and so he's like, yeah. So one of the dudes was just like, hey, come on, man. He's like, yeah, I got you. And then Laban was like, nah.
Excuse me? Like he called Laban out and Laban said
no. The dude said he got me.
Oh.
He was like, yo, newbie, I got you. Because he was just standing there doing nothing.
Right.
And so he looked like one of the trainers, a coach or somebody. And then Laban was like, nah, this mine. That's when this felt like prison. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
That was his butt.
I don't like that.
That was his butt.
Ain't nobody had me like that.
Nah, that nah had a period on it, bruh. Nah. This me.
I felt like somebody property. I ain't like that, bro. I ain't like that feeling at all. So I'm like, okay. We get in. He said, you could pick whatever you want right here. I said, bet. We boxing. Like what is you saying? Like we really finna box. Like he don't open up a boxing stance. He go like this. And I'm trying to figure out like, wait, no, hold on. Are you kicking? Now, I tried to ask, I've told you this. I tried to ask him, the bell rang. We live, it rang. But I'm trying to stop because I did this and I'm trying to understand, like, what are we doing? Like, okay, wait, he said, pick whatever, the bell rang.
He did say pick whatever you want.
I broke stance and I said, are you kidding? And before I could even do it, I looked like I'm a little teacup. Y'all, listen, y'all know me. I ask a lot of questions. So I broke stance. I said, hey, are you kick? Before I could even say, are you kick? He kicked me so hard in my chest, like right here. He got a big foot. So he were at least a size 13. I felt all 13 of his foot hit me right here. And it wasn't like when they straight kick you, it's like it's what they consider a jab. It's a jab, but it's more dangerous than a jab with your arm because you're able to kick through your opponent. You know, like you watch Dragon Ball Z and they hit them and then they fist sink into they
bust a hole through their shirt.
His footprint was in my back. My eyes was all big. I was just like, I couldn't move. Like I'm like, I was recovering almost half that bell. I hit the ground. I told you this. I hit the ground. I don't care what y'all think. Suck my butt. I hit the ground. I was like this. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I could barely remember what the day was. I'm sitting over here just like, I can't breathe. And he's like, get up. You're not talking to me. Ain't nobody say I had to spar if I got kicked. So I'm sitting here just like, he's like, get up. By the time I recovered, I see people looking at me, like laughing, like fully, like as if, welcome to the house, welcome to the party, son.
Yep. Welcome to the gym, bro.
I get up. He was like, the bell rang. I said, what that mean? He said, the bell rang. Anytime that bell ring, unless the referee step in, we live. We still live. He's talking to me.
So he could have kicked you again.
He does kick me again. I told you. Sitting over here, standing in front of this man, innocent.
Not in stance at all.
I'm a virgin at this point. I'm just standing in front of him like, yo, what we doing, man? I thought we was friends. You brought me here to show me that I don't belong here, bruh. Next thing I know, I'm standing there, I'm still recovering. He didn't say, get your hands up. He didn't say, all he said was, the bell rang. When it rang, we live. He didn't say anything after that. I said, all right. Next thing I remember, I felt a really strong pressure about right here. I saw nothing but stars and stripes. In my mind, I couldn't remember what just happened. He hit me and everything just kind of went like black and white. Like, for real. Like, for real, black and white. You know,
he really knocked you into the 1930s?
He knocked the saturation out of my existence, bro. Everything was black and white. I'm sitting over here looking like I'm blinking. But you know, like you start seeing all that little pixie dust?
Yep.
I see nothing but pixie.
He had an inverted flashbang on, y'all. It wasn't inverted. It wasn't inverted.
I get up again, and he was like, when the bell ring, we live. All I heard was, I'm still standing there with my hands down. I can't, my stomach hurt, my arms is tired, my back hurt, my head hurt. So now I finally, like he taking it easy on me because he didn't kick me in the head. Like what else can you do? And I prayed and the Lord answered my prayer. I never felt a foot next to my mouth. So that I'm happy about. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how much longer we got in here, but I felt the sparring was probably the longest that we was doing this. I mean, he's in front of me. He's in his stance. He's doing this, and he's doing like I don't know when he gonna kick me.
Now he feinting you, bro.
I'm still in boxing stance like an idiot, bro. And he was like,
just messing with you, bro.
He was like, check. Now here's something that you don't know. You cannot check kicks as a boxer.
I'm about to say you can't check kicks in that stance.
You can't check kicks like this because your pressure is in your back leg, not your front leg. So you can't do this. You can't. He kicked me so hard in my ACL. I felt it in my MCL, whatever this little thing back here in the back of your knee. My hand, I know I pulled my hamstring. He kicked me. My knee hit the ground. That's how hard he kicked me. He kicked me, my knee hit the ground like this. I thought he was gonna finish me at this point. I'm not gonna cap. I thought if he would have kicked me while I was down here, I deserved it. I'm not gonna cap. If he had to kick me, because this is real MMA, you getting finished right here.
Yep.
He hit me my knee, my leg, my knee went down. I hit the ground. Mind y'all, family, I'm weak at this point. Like, it basically anything. If this definition of 10 HP, I'm 10 HP, probably less than that.
I'm a bullet, bro.
Yeah.
I'm absolute.
It is what it is. Like, if y'all ask me, like, my experience with fighting, this is my experience. It didn't go good. My first day went terrible. Absolutely terrible. I never landed a punch on him. When I finally got back up, he switched. He said, you know what? I'm not even going MMA. I'm going to just box. So we started boxing. So as we're boxing, he don't look tired at all. He did all that workout with me and not even breathing hard. He's just sitting over there. I'm talking about like he's like jabbing right through my guard. Like my arms are up, but they are just, he's calling my bluff. Like he's throwing jabs and it just hit me. Bow. We don't have no headgear on. I'm just eating leather. Just bow. Just bow. Bow.
And it's sharp every time.
It's
a blade. Knife out.
See, when you get hit.
You already hit me.
You already hit me.
You've already hit me, bro.
Like
I already know what it feels like to get hit. You've hit me multiple times.
I'm already delusional. What you gonna do? Knock me insane? You can't. You had to kick me again. Throw a couple. I was like, throw a couple. They didn't do nothing though, because it was so weak. My arms are tired.
Mad?
No, my arms are. No, I'm tired. You know when you so tired you can't be mad. Like you know when you got mad, right? Mom say something to you. Man, I can't wait to move about this house. And he's like, I'm going to the gym. Go to the gym. You work out hard, right? Bam. Then you go play basketball. Now you really tired.
You really hooping.
How you be mad?
You really hooping though.
Mom, I wanted to say I'm sorry. Because you right, I was wilding. I shouldn't have had her over the house.
I was tweaking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so tired. I'm like my arms tired. I'm just going through the motions. So my jab had no power. So it's like bow, and all he doing is just slapping my jab out the way, just like bow. Then when I threw a 1-2, all he did was he didn't hit me, but he ducked. Like I said, how he knew I wasn't moving my head. So when I threw a 1-2, I'm just throwing it just like this. So all he did was I threw the 1, and as soon as I threw that 2, he tucked this way, and he stopped like right by my face like this. I said, all right, man. I ain't coming back here no more. I don't like how y'all treat black people. Yeah, it's 3 brothers over there, but y'all not treating them like that. I see what's going on here. Day's over, right? They go, beep. He tell me like, look, you got anything to do? I was like, yeah, get away from you. It's like, you driving? He was like, yeah, I forgot that he drove because I was so tired.
You're not even in the right place.
I'm not, like, Jay, I don't want to drive. I don't want to walk. So I'm like, yo, like, he's like, what you got anything you doing? I was like, no. He was like, hey, we gonna watch this match over here.
I had to let go of my pride. Push that aside as I focus less on mine.